Hello, my name is Doc, and I am starting a series of videos regarding daylight time. Basically, twice a year, everyone moves their clocks forward in the spring and back in the fall. It's an antiquated practice that serves no real purpose, it benefits no one, and I've had it. I'm sick of doing it, and I am not going to do it anymore. So, tomorrow, when everyone else is moving their clocks ahead for daylight time, I am not going to. When my clock turns to 2 a.m., it will stay at 2 a.m. Every clock I have will do the same. I'm going to live my life in defiance of daylight time. If it pleases the Crown, I will choose not to obey their silly little rule to change the clocks. I'm just not having it anymore. It's not illegal to do this, but that doesn't mean there won't be some kind of repercussion somewhere along the way. I will probably have to go into work an hour earlier to compensate for everyone else going in what they think is an hour later, but so be it. As I come across those situations, what I will do is I will make videos illustrating what is going on with that, any adjustments I have had to make, and it will be an interesting experiment to see whether or not I'm actually able to do this in defiance of everyone else around me for the entire length of the daylight saving time period. I'm going to make these videos about every week or two, and I'm going to talk about resistance that I encounter along the way, things that I do to improve the situation. I'll give you handy little tips, and I will talk about the naysayers, those who will try to tell you that daylight time is the greatest thing since sliced bread, and it's wonderful to have plenty of daylight when you get off of work. Well, I can dispel that one right now. Simple fact of the matter is, the days are getting longer anyway. If you didn't move the clocks, you would still be getting more daylight in the summer because that's the way the Earth works. It's tilted slightly. It gives us seasons. It gives us longer days and shorter days unless you live on the equator. So your argument is invalid. Also, just because you prefer it to be daylight out that late, that doesn't mean everyone does. I would prefer it to be night when I get off work. But rather than force everyone in the country to move their clocks around to accommodate my needs, I just accept that this is a consequence of living in a part of the world where days get shorter and longer. If it were a big deal to me, I'd move to Singapore, where the days stay the same length throughout the year. And another consideration is energy use. If you're getting home earlier because you think it's later, you are using your air conditioner longer at home, and you're turning on your lights later. Lights use a lot less energy than air conditioners do, especially if you switch to LEDs like I have. So the bottom line is, your arguments for wanting it to be lighter longer are entirely invalid and have no basis in reality, and you do not have the right to force those upon other people. So we need to just bring this to an end once and for all. So that is the first of these videos, and I will be bringing you more as I think of them. Goodbye.